All right, and Republic Day celebrations all across the world. To discuss more on this, we have Ambassador Pinak Ranjan Chakravarti, former Secretary MEA, joining us on the broadcast. Sir, a very warm welcome to the broadcast, first of all. Republic Day is a momentous occasion, that celebrates the values of democracy and nationhood. What does Republic Day mean to you personally, and how do you think it is, how do you think it resonates globally?
Well, my earliest memories, even as a child, was to attend the Republic Day in my school or in my
we all have
office.
we all have, sir.
So we all have that. So
Yeah,
it is embedded in our consciousness, at least to the generation that grew up after 1950, when the republic, when we became a republic by adopting our famous constitution. I think the constitution that we adopted on Republic Day is really the guiding beacon of our democracy.
True.
And the way we practice politics and the way our country is structured in terms of different states and the central government, etc., how powers are distributed, how the various schedules of the constitution lay out certain framework, then of various things. Then there are the issue of reservation. There's so many things in the constitution that we have to be grateful for, because it lays the framework, and within that matrix the country functions. And of course there have been amendments that have been required from time to time, and but that is necessary. I think it happens everywhere. The Indian Constitution really is a distillation of all other major constitutions that exist in the democratic world. And it was we have drawn many sort of guiding principles from other constitutions. And that is why it is today regarded as one of the finest. And the fact that that we have managed to practice democracy and everything that is laid down in the constitution. And one doesn't have to look very far into some of our neighbors who have faltered, and their democracy is really skin deep. And
Correct.
One can see it happening across the world sometimes, when regime changes take place, or where the army controls things from behind the scenes. So that way we are very, very lucky in
Correct.
the sense that we have survived as a democracy, as a true democracy. And I think it is now so embedded in our consciousness that we can't think of any other way of running our country. And given of course, as we see on Republic Day, the enormous variety and diversity that belongs to our country.
Definitely, sir. You're absolutely right. Sir, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also said that it's a matter of great pride and honor that the President of Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto, is here as a chief guest. How does the presence of Indonesia's President as the chief guest for both India's first Republic Day and its 76th Republic Day celebrations reflect the enduring strength and significance of the relationship between the two nations?
Well, every Republic Day, when we invite a very important foreign dignitary, either a head of government or a head of state, it is very carefully planned, and depending on the time and the era and where we want to push our relationship, it is part of the foreign policy thinking and policy making that such selections are made. And this time, Indonesia is a very important country. It's
Correct.
one of it's the largest Muslim country in the world. It is our neighbor. We may think it is not, but it is our neighbor. I mean, after all, the Andaman Islands are very close to the major Indonesian island.
And also, sir, the trade between both the countries has got a fillip. If you compare in the past few years.
I was coming to that.
Please,
Yes,
sir, please.
Of course, Indonesia is a major trading partner, and I think our trade is almost about 30 billion. We are large. There are large populations, and
Yeah.
hence it is natural that there will be trade because there are demands from both sides, from consumers and from the market, to access things from India, and we access things from Indonesia. Apart from that, both are in the Indo-Pacific, and that is another factor that has to be brought into when we think of Indonesia
Yeah.
through the strategic prism, because Indo-Pacific is becoming important, and Indonesia is the largest country in the ASEAN organization.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there, of course, the strategic considerations these countries have, and India also has regarding China. And so these are many factors. But I must also add that Indonesia is satisfied looking towards India for, I think, defense-related cooperation. And some agreements have been signed on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So these are some of the areas where we are cooperating. And I think this is going to grow from strength to strength.
Indeed, sir. Indeed. Definitely. Very quickly, sir, in your view, how does the celebration of Republic Day in India reflect the country's growth and its role on the world stage?
Well, apart from the fact that it displays our diversity and of course our culture, it also displays some of the military aspects of our preparation and strength, etc. The discipline of our soldiers and men and officers. So these are some of the factors that are noticed by everybody, and we of course see it every year. So we may not be so. We are used to seeing all this.
Yeah.
But I think anybody else in the world who sees this it does create an impression of a nation which is prepared, which is going forward, and which is well, they all know India is
All
one
right.
of the largest countries and is the largest country in the world in terms of population.
Yeah, yeah.
The fifth largest economy, soon to be maybe the third. So these are the factors that impinge on the public consciousness all
Correct,
over the world.
correct. Sir, it was a wonderful conversation with you. Thank you for joining in on the broadcast, and a very happy Republic Day to you, sir.
And same to you and to all your viewers. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you.